After media reports about Denio Ranaka losing it in Cape Town during the J&B Met weekend and her being a drug addict, she decided to open up to Drum magazine about what really happened and what caused her to do the things she did apparently. Denio Ranaka told Drum she just discovered that she is suffering from epilepsy. Everyone thinks I'm out of control, but the truth is, I have been diagnosed with temporal lobe epilepsy. She explains the chronic condition that affects the nervous system, explains every incident that's been reported in the papers. For years, I had no idea I was sick. I thought I needed anger management or that I was just prone to outbursts, but it turns out I've been experiencing a form of an epileptic seizure that makes me prone to outbursts. It also affects brain function like memory and perception, says Denio to the magazine. It was reported that Denio shouted Palesa and Brenda on the bus to Waterfront after Palesa apparently overheard Denio mourning to her friends about Kenny Kunene taking her colleague Faith Tumzoli. So Palesa told Denio to let another child enjoy him. Denio says she was not mourning about that. She was confiding to her friends about her boyfriend ignoring her at ZAR Cape Town during the J&B Met after party. She says she was in Cape Town during the J&B Met weekend with her boyfriend, who later left her in their hotel suite and went to the J&B Met. She says she was hurt by this as they planned to spend the weekend together. She says later on, as she was sleeping in their hotel suite, she saw her boyfriend walking around half naked, and there was a makwapeni of one of their mutual friends sitting on their chair. When I asked him what was going on, he said he was just babysitting and he had to bring her to the room because he needed to change clothes for the Met after party at ZAR, says Denio to the drama. She says when they arrived at the after party, he flirted with every girl. So Palesa overheard her telling her friends about how her boyfriend ignored her at ZAR. That is when Palesa told Denio to let another child enjoy him. Then Denio hurled insults at her and Brenda. She says to Drum, I was really emotional and I guess I just lost it with them, which is exactly what happened on the boat later. She says she hurled insults to a fan who asked for a photograph later that night on the yacht. Joe, poor fan, I can imagine. There you are, smiling and asking for a picture. Then the celeb just throws insult like that. Phew, trauma. But I guess her fans can ask for photographs now as she is under medication. When I think about it, hi, Palesa naye uyatazandindaba. For her to even get insulted, what was she doing getting into a conversation she wasn't part of? Look what happened now. Denio says, I'm not a drug addict. When the papers reported that she checked into a rehab, she actually checked in for MRI and ECG scans and a range of blood tests. She also spent time with psychologists and psychiatrists. About her and Kenny Kunene, she says she has nothing to do with Kenny and she was never in a relationship with him, and she doesn't like to be associated with people like Kenny who are shallow and like throwing money to entertain young girls. Let's hope Mom Daddy copes well with her illness and it doesn't affect her work.